So that's what he's saying, that when you do the work properly, it will start giving you joy and peace. And one of them even went as far as saying, suppose it doesn't give you joy, usko bhi chhod do tum, but it will give you peace. And that's what and that peace is going to keep purifying your mind, and then it will keep you in that present mode, because you're not focused on the result. रिजल्ट आए नहीं आए चिंता ही, जब मेरे को अभी जॉय मिल रहा है तो मैं आगे की जॉय का सोचूंगी ही नहीं, you know. And I remember that there was this one fellow in Houston, you know, one of our friends. I mean, he was very successful in his business, and he had earned a whole lot of money, you know, and all that. And then one time we were talking to him and say, oh, we're planning on vacation. We had gone together one time on a cruise, and he said, you know, actually going on a cruise, that's the final thing that happens. But जब कोई plan करता है उसमें भी joy होता है, वो बोला. And that's a very important part of it. Guy जाए नहीं जाए लेकिन plan कर, oh मैं ऐसा कर, that's also great. So he's saying you should enjoy the whole process. So I don't know whether he had studied Bhagavad Gita or not, but he got the right idea. Perfect. That's what they are telling you, that just enjoy the ride and you got it made. You know, so this is what this verse is kind of bringing us back to, you know. So let's see if there's any other. Samachara, I already told you about what it is. Yeah, I think I covered most of it. Asakta I did. Yeah, one example is that, you know, when we look at animal kingdom, especially the ants and the spiders, यहाँ ह्यूस्टन बोल रही हूँ, सैन डिएगो में दो चीज़ें बहुत सारी है, सभी लोग ऑब्जर्व करते हैं, एंट स्पाइडर. और एक स्पाइडर वेब ऐसे बनाया था मेरी खिड़की के, या मतलब where I used to lie down, and like I didn't let them break it because I wanted to observe that. तो वो रोज है ना हवा से वो हट जाता था, because I live near the ocean, so there's a lot of wind that comes. Every day नया वो बनाती थी वो. And you know, my son started calling me, your friend is there. It was so much joy just to watch. ऐसे कभी थकती नहीं है ये. And that Swami was saying that you know, like he said that one time he saw these ants was taking some other dead animal or something they were carrying. You know, ants can carry a lot of weight, and they're going uphill, and then that whole thing fell, and very nicely they went back and started doing again. ये नहीं कि oh my God मेरा सारा वेस्ट हो गया अब मैं करूँगी नहीं, जैसे ह्यूमंस लोग शुरू कर देते हैं ना. Nothing. Joyfully taking again 2-3 times, you know, 5 times. So he's saying that that's what we should get the, you know, inspiration from. Look at the animal kingdom and you will realize what this verse is saying. You know, all the aspects of it. I thought that was so beautiful. And actually it happened, you know, it just, and this, whatever I'm telling you, I think it was last year that I saw that Makari doing all that, you know. So the result will be that our mind will get pure, and then we will eventually reach the goal. That's what he's talking about in this. They keep doing this karma yoga in such a way that eventually you will reach your goal, and that's what you will, and on the way get prosperity. Okay, so that's what it is. So now we can read what Swamiji. It's very short, the one this time, but did everybody get the idea what he's talking about here? Anybody has any question, comment, or want to add something to this? No? And then you can do this so I can see. I know some people I cannot see, like Geeta, Garg, Manju, Sneha, and Uma. I cannot see their faces. But if they are there, they can unmute and start talking.
I'm there, but I can't see. I can hear you, but I can't see you. It's okay.
Okay. So maybe after this class is over, we can go over what troubleshoot for you for next time, because I think you did not turn on some video in the when you start. It tells you the option. Hey, do you want to allow to do this? And then you have to keep saying yes. That's all. Okay. But you have any
You can do
comment?
it now also. You just unclick the start video to start.
So No, nobody has anything. Yeah, Meera ji.
I have a random comment. So I was sitting and watching Ramayan with my 3-year-old granddaughter, and she's asking me, Dadi, why does Kumkaran always sleep? Why is he so lazy? And then the drums sound, and he's woken up and he goes to fight, and then he's killed in battle. Obviously, Shri Ram killed him. So I explained to her that whatever I had to explain. But I'm thinking to myself that what about his karma? What is he doing?
Because
He has,
if you see these Puranic story now,
yeah,
they you cannot take them like Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is very straightforward, right? पुरानिक स्टोरी में बहुत मसाला डाला हुआ है बहुत, लेकिन उसमें भाव वही निकाल के बाहर आ रहे हैं, राइट? अब आप बोल रहे
लेकिन
कुंभकर्ण का,
लेकिन
सो कुंभकर्ण के
लेकिन
पीछे
अगर
बहुत
sorry,
बहुत सारे कारण थे कुंभकर्ण की। एक तो वो उसका विशाल काय था वो, अगर वो
हाँ,
इतना विशाल काय था, that's what you can tell the little kids, you have to tell it. He was so big that if he start eating everything, then he wanted to eat 3 meals, and the 3 meal would be like, his meal is not like our meal multiplied by 100. He would finish the whole resources. So God was very kind, so he was asking for some boon, and instead of that's the story, right? उसने कुछ उस निद्रा बोल दिया मुंह से, आई थिंक कुछ और वर्ड बोलना चाहता था, आई फॉरगॉट नाउ व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इट वाज, उसको कि मुझे निद्रा दे दो, दैट्स व्हाई ही इज स्लीपिंग, दैट्स ऑल.
yeah, no, but the question that came to my mind is that when he is sleeping, he is doing no karma at all, none. But, so he is safe. But when he wakes up, he's trying to do his karma now because he is trying to fight for his brother. वो brother की loyalty है या उसकी duty भी है भाई को support करना, cause right था या wrong था, जो भी था. लेकिन जहां उसने कर्म करना शुरू किया तो उसका तो विनाश हो गया.
पर सुनो, हमारी दृष्टि में विनाश हुआ. डू यू नो दैट what the actual story is? That all these 3 brothers originally were sattvic, and out of the 3 brothers, Kumbhakaran and Vibhishan are still sattvic. Vibhishan is the most.
Yes.
कुंभकर्ण
Yes.
इज मोर राजसिक एंड उसको तामसिक बताया गया. तो कुंभकर्ण को मालूम था, इफ यू गो टू द रामायण स्टोरी, जब उसके पास आया, वो कुंभकर्ण के पास आया रावण, तो रावण ने बोला कि भाई तू मेरे लिए लड़, तो उसने बोला तू गलत काम कर रहा है, प्लीज गिव इट अप, प्लीज रिटर्न सीता जी टू हिम, ही इज अ नारायण, यू एंड इज ओ कौन नारायण, so he said, you are my brother, you have to fight. So उसने बोला कि ठीक है, because I am your younger brother and you are commanding me and you're also the king, I will fight knowing very well that, but I'm doing it as a sense of duty. और मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं ना भगवान के हाथों मरूँ, मैं मरना चाहता हूँ राम के हाथ से, नहीं तो ये मुझे गुस्से में मार देगा कि तू मेरा काम नहीं कर. So उसने मोक्ष के लिए किया वो, and रामचंद्र जी knew it, that this guy is a sattvic guy. So I mean, you may not be able to explain all this to a 3-year-old, so that's why you have to kind of leave it at a different. But for you and me, that उसको वो किसके हाथों मारा, रामचंद्र जी के, उसको मोक्ष मिला. So and then any soldier who dies for his country, according to the Shastra, वो मोक्ष का ही भागी होता है, उसका कारण नहीं देखा जाता. फिर जो कौरवों की साइड से लड़ा ने सारे, वो भी, उनको भी मुक्ति मिली. That's what, if you see the analysis of महाभारत, कृष्ण भगवान ने बोला इस धरती पे अपनी ड्यूटी करते हुए जो भी मरेगा उसको मुक्ति मिलेगी. हम लोग की दृष्टि में वो बुरा अच्छा ये है वो है होता है, मगर when 2 countries are fighting, it becomes your duty to fight from your own side. That's what it is. So there are those kind of things involved in it. Just to get a little brief thing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Any other thing? Okay, who's my next volunteer for 19? कोई तो पढ़ो. प्रेम जी. हाँ.
Okay. Therefore, Always perform actions which should be done without attachment. For by performing action without attachment, man attains the spring.
So this is, you can see the whole sar of Karma Yoga. 100%.
We have already noticed that Krishna assumes no knowledge in his friend, nor does he thrust upon Arjuna their statements that are to be blindly believed and silently swallowed by him. Proselytations is not a technique of Vedanta.
What that word
Hindu-
means is, that word means to convert somebody. जैसे Christianity करती है ना, convert. खाली so that is not our technique in Vedanta. Go ahead.
Hindus are stranger to it. Every strong statement of fact is preceded by the line of logic thoughts explained at length. Till now, Krishna was explaining the wheel of action. And after exhausting the exposition of this entire theory, he, in this stanza, is crystallizing his conclusions, encouraging Arjuna to act.
So here I already explained the whole thing, that in our Shastras, always a very strong logic is given to appeal to your intellect, and then only you get convinced. So that's what he's saying, that his friend Krishna was not thrusting upon Arjuna something, but he gave him the entire logic, and then told him, explained the wheels of action, and then the conclusion was that you should act.
Therefore, always perform actions which are obligatory in your present social status, in your domestic situation, as a member of your community and the nation. Even here, Krishna is repeating his warning to Arjuna that he must be careful in all his activities to keep his mind away from all dangerous attachments. The Lord has already explained how attachments directly help to form tendencies in the mind and deepen fresh vasanas impressions within.
So he's just kind of repeating that if you work with attachment, then what can happen? It just increases more. Means purity की जगह impurity आना शुरू हो जाती है, basically. That's what he's saying. And then we have gone through many different logic that if you have attachment to the fruit of action, so you always are living in the future, and then you're bound by it, because you have to wait for the future to come. तो वो एक स्वामी ने बहुत अच्छा बोला. He said कि joy है तो actually जो अभी हो रहा है ना, वो हमारे पिछले कर्मों का फल अभी मिल रहा है हमें, बट हम उसको तो देखते नहीं हैं और आगे का सोचते रहते हैं. Why not enjoy whatever you have to do that is a result of the past anyway? So if you stay in present and keep enjoying, then that's the best way to do it. And then also we have discussed that as far as result goes, we are not capable of giving ourselves result because we don't know the entire thing. We don't have that mental capacity or the intellectual capacity to make a decision. It's like a professor and a student. Professor has studied and done everything and he knows कि उसने गलत लिखा है या सही लिखा है. Student हमेशा बोलेगा मैं तो बहुत अच्छा किया. So that's what it is. So, any other thing? We have still one paragraph, right?
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, there's no other paragraph.
Oh, we finished it? Oh, yeah, we did. Sorry. And then the next one, just to give you an idea, अर्जुन के में डाउट आता है कि अच्छा कृष्ण भगवान आपने सब कुछ बोल दिया, मेरे को थोड़ा समझ में भी आ गया, पर ये वाली थियरी ये आपने बनाई है या कोई टाइम टेस्टेड भी है ये थियरी? So मतलब अर्जुन कुछ छोड़ता, ही इज नॉट डायरेक्टली आस्किंग द क्वेश्चन, बट बोलते हैं ना कृष्ण भगवान तो त्रिकालदर्शी है ना, सो उसके मन में डाउट है कि भाई अच्छा तो ये सुनने में तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, मगर इज इट अ टाइम टेस्टेड और नॉट? Then Krishna Bhagavan is going to tell him in the next verse, just to give you an idea. So here is the end of this. And now we can, I was not going to go into the other one today, just to keep it short. But if we still have like 5-10 minutes, if somebody wants to have any other topic, spiritual topic that you want to question or any doubt or anything before we close on this subject or previous or whatever we have studies or anything?